Many wines are already flawed from the start, not because they are poorly made in cellar, but because something went wrong much earlier in the vineyard. Small mistakes, often invisible, that compromise the quality of the grape, and that can no longer be fixed later. People often think a good wine was born in the cellar. In reality, a good wine was born much earlier. It's born in the vineyard, day after day, through precise choice and, above all, by avoiding certain mistakes. Hi, I'm Pietro from Podere la Marronaia. We are a family-run farm. We produce organic and biodynamic wine in San Gimignano. Some of our wine won also the Verano Wine Hunter Festival. If you're interested to the wine world, follow us and subscribe. Today, I will take you from vine to wine and share the 5 common mistakes to avoid if you want a healthy harvest. High quality grapes and ultimate, a wine that truly tells the story of the land it comes from. Mistake 1. Thinking more production means more quality. The first big mistake is believing that more grapes mean better wine. In reality, the opposite happens. When a vine produces too much clusters, it can nourish them properly. The result is still a grape with fewer aromas and less structure. Let me give you a concrete example. Sometimes you see very beautiful vineyards full of grapes that at first glance seems incredibly promising. Then you taste the grapes and you realize that something is missing. Concentration, character. When you thin the crop, when you leave the vine only what it can truly ripen well, the grape change completely. Yes, there will be fewer clusters, but there will be fair, flavorful, and much more balanced. Mistake 2. Neglecting soil health. The second mistake is invisible, because it happened underground. A poor, compact, dead soil will never produce healthy growth. The soil must be alive, rich in humus, microorganisms, and organic matter. You can recognize this mistake immediately when you walk through the vineyard. The ground feels hard and dusty. After the rain, the water runs, instead soaking in. Roots struggle, the plant becomes stressed, and the soil becomes more fragile. You can feel it even with your own hands. It's soft and it smells rich and it retains water. And thanks to this condition, the grapes grow in a completely different way. Mistake 3. Pruning at the wrong time. The pruning is one of the most delicate moments in a vine's life. Pruning at the wrong time or without respecting the plant's natural rhythms means stressing unnecessary. Stressed vines weaken and produce lower quality grapes. Some vines react immediately to time pruning. You see it in cuts that struggle to heal, in the vine blending, and in chaotic growth. When you respect the right timing instead, the vines respond better, grow more harmoniously, and rewards you with healthier grapes. Mistake 4. Ignoring the climate and forcing the harvest. Another very common mistake is forcing timing. Harvesting earlier or later purely for production needs without listening to the grapes. Climate change every year. The grapes should be harvested once they are ready, not when the calendar says so. These often happen in commercial production. In biodynamic farming instead, agriculture is based first and foremost on respecting nature and his natural rhythm. Sometimes we taste grapes with high sugar levels but still green, with unripe aromas. If you harvest them, you will get a wine that's alcoholic but empty, waiting for the right balance between sugar and acidity in the aromas. It changed everything. It's a matter of listening and not rushing. Mistake 5. Fighting with nature instead of working with it. The last mistake is perhaps the biggest one. Saying a nature has an enemy. Instead, wild plants, fungi are often fought with chemicals instead of being understood. A balanced ecosystem can defend itself. Once you start to see more beneficial insects and great biodiversity, you realize that the vineyard is finding its own balance. The plant becomes stronger, gets sick less often, and needs fewer intervention. Working with nature is far more effective and healthier than trying to control it. In conclusion, you understand that from vine to wine, everything is connected. A mistake in the vineyard can't be fixed in the cellar. A healthy harvest comes from respect, observation, and passion, and the conscious choice we made every day. Here at Marronaia, we show you this path from the very beginning. No shortcuts. Listening to the land and guiding the vines as naturally as possible. If you want to discover how a truly healthy wine is born, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification, and come visit us in San Gimignano. We will take you in the vineyards and show you everything up close. It will be incredible, I promise. Cheers.